So You Want to Be a Hero is made by and for ostensibly mature adults. As such, be advised that it may contain violence, sexual themes, and strong language such as raspberries or fook.
It's fuck. The word is fuck, Trevor.
Oh.
Full content warning can be found in the episode description.
Fuck.
Welcome to So You Want to Be a Hero, a real play Dungeons & Dragons podcast where five best friends said fuck it and pressed record. I'm your host, Sean Garza, and I'm with four of my best friends who seem
Three.
very
You're with three of
angry
your
at
best
me.
friends.
You're right, I'm only with three. The fourth
And yes.
one's in spirit. Well, anyway, with me always, Laus Weindel
Yo!
and Davis McQueen.
Hey, why would we be mad? What happened last
Yeah,
time?
don't worry about it.
Oh.
Emily Robinson.
Welcome to paradise, everybody.
It's so good to see all of you.
Yeah, it is. Emily, Davis, John.
Yes.
Now here comes our favorite part of this picture.
Maybe if I change the song real fast.
Man, that cheered Laus up real quick.
Yeah, because this is a great song.
He loves the sound of his own voice.
Sure does.
Oh, sorry, I can sing.
All right, everybody.
I just imagine a bunch of me in little dresses doing the kick.
That does help, you're right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody. Go ahead and tell me your number.
6.
18.
18.
Ooh, roll off, please.
19.
12.
Yeah!
God!
5 in a row. 4 in a row? Something like that.
Something like that.
Numbers.
Numbers in a row.
All right, Davis, would you be so kind?
31.
Oh, this is fun. What is your character's favorite hobby outside of anything that they do for adventuring?
Ah, shit. So I can't say violining.
Yep. All right, who's got the lowest number? Is that you again, Emily?
That's me.
Alrighty, well, what is Trevor's favorite hobby outside of things that play into adventuring?
I don't know if this counts as playing into adventuring, but Trevor reads manga.
Ooh, I like it. Say no more.
Okay.
But to say, I feel like I know that that's supposed to be a little reveal later on. Anyway,
It's been...
We
Whatever.
revealed it in episode 1.
true. Fair
That's
enough.
literally how Brad started
Okay.
the entire podcast.
I totally forgot you're collecting those books.
Yeah, it kind of took like a side subplot.
There's not a lot of book markets in the woods.
Also, we've been to like one town.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we destroyed.
We did not
Libra
destroy
destroyed
it.
I don't think it was your fault.
We just didn't save a lot of lives.
Okay, we started it. Though,
Rub
right?
it in.
If we just like, treat it like a domino effect. It was butcher, mansion, half the town. It's
Well, that would have happened without us. Anyway, continuing onward. Forte.
Off the top of my head, first only thing I can think of right now. Forte likes to play Cat's Cradle.
Cat's Cradle with
He
like.
did it with the string,
Like
and he's
yard?
just like, ha 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 ha. Oh, that little string game.
That's kind of hilarious, actually.
I thought you meant the Johnny Cash
Yeah.
song. I was like, were you singing about a child you never had, or did
It's
you
in
have
the
a
cradle of
child?
the sea.
That's not Johnny Cash.
It's also not Johnny Cash, yeah.
I listened to the Johnny Cash,
Cash version?
Who
understood.
originally did that?
Dude, I don't fucking
Something
know.
Tom
Stevens.
Petty? No.
Oh, wait, say that again?
Something Stevens.
It's not Cat
Cash
Stevens. No, hold on. Cats, Google. Cats in the crate. Harry Chapin.
Ah, there we go.
Chapin? Chapin? Chapin?
Chapin.
Chopin.
Chopin. Howie Chopin.
I do like that for Forte though. Just there, like, I've got so much anxiety, but I'm making a little better.
Don't touch me and leave me alone. Jacob's Ladder.
Okay, Tango.
Well, we all know Tango works with leather, but that's more like a trade skill. in his free time, he actually really enjoys training dogs and hogs to hunt truffles.
Ooh.
I actually like that.
He
That's
should
really
start
good.
Does he have a restaurant?
No.
Truffles and snuffles.
We didn't really have
It's just truffles and
restaurants because,
bacon. That's the whole thing.
Well, food was like a communal right in the Enclave, right? So we didn't really have restaurants. But I cooked. Yeah, I would say I'm a fair cook. Not the best, but
All right.
I find a good truffle.
All right.
I
That's
just
a
learned a
good
lot about
barbecue.
Tango.
We did. I like that.
I wish I was that creative in this moment. I had Cat's Cradle.
Well, you know,
you train things.
the true irony of it is if I find enough truffles, we're going to have some pork ribs to go with them.
I get it. You're training them pigs for death.
It's so dark.
That was
Oh my
little
God.
bit-
No, it's not. Not compared to last
No.
episode.
We don't also eat the dogs, do we?
No.
You said pigs and dogs.
No, we do not eat the dogs. Now, wolves, they're okay, but dogs, no.
All right.
Be vegan.
Are you ready, sir?
Oh dear God, I have to recap this? Okay. So you want to recap. I'll be honest, I don't feel very good about this recap because it makes me sad. So we were coming up with a plan to essentially have Trevor fake arrest Tango to get us inside the fort. Which would have been great had the guards not come to put down the rebellion that hadn't even started yet by Tango. And then Tango took that as an opportunity to stab a guy, a guard. And then things went very, very south. Trevor went out, still tried to save the problem, but then Tango turned into an ape. Trevor still manhandled that ape, which was very impressive. I will say that much. Like, Trevor is shockingly strong. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's more to Trevor than meets the eye, and I was flabbergasted. I was also inside the tent the entire time. Do you think I am a fool to step outside at a time like this when tensions were high? Abso-freaking-lutely not. I was lucky I didn't wet myself. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Anywho, the head of the camp, Donhorn, made an appearance, and Tango spoke. And I have no idea what Tango said. Spoiler alert, I totally do. I listened to the last episode. He told him to keep his dogs in check. And when that happened, bad things happened. And I'm just going to give you a very, very short recap of this. He slaughtered the village. Tango turned into a giant fire beast. His friend, who I even hadn't had a chance to learn their name, I knew it started with an R though, ran out there, sucked it out of him and died. And then they took Tango and Trevor away while Trevor cradled Tango's body, trying to bring him back to life. I'm not 100% sure Tango's alive. I didn't see it. I didn't stay and watch it. I was a coward. I ran. I dimension doored to the stable. Did somebody murder Willis with a gun? And they're right there in front of me. I can see them. Are they wearing gloves?
They are.
Their clothes, are they fresh or are they recognizable?
They're covered in rain. They're black leather, singed at the edges.
Can I catch a glimpse of their face?
It's covered by a small mask. What looks like a small scarf wrapped around it, revealing only the bottom half.
I'm going to telepathically say one word in their mind and watch their reaction. Sparrow.
You watch shifts, like a swivel, looking up into the rafters around you. The gun lifts and begins to scan.
All right, I'm going to try to hide, but try to also catch a glimpse of their skin tone.
Sure. It's dark in here. The only light coming from the lightning that
slashes around the outside.
Ah, shit, that's not gonna happen.
She's beginning to move out of your sight.
The gun she has, is it Sparrow's gun?
Roll me perception.
Natural 1.
What?
You haven't spent enough time close to it with this lighting, the light, and the darkness. You look closely at it. The lightning flashes and you catch the outlines of gears, levers, bits of steel and wood. You stare at it for a long moment. It looks familiar. As you sort of pull back from the edge where you were looking, you realize you've been staring at it for about 30 seconds, and it hasn't moved. It's sitting across a beam. The shadows make it look like someone is holding it.
So the gun is being pointed at me.
Well, no, it's a decoy. In the back of your mind, you hear, "Clever girl."
As I turn my head.
Well, that's just me making a joke. Yeah.
I was going with it, man. I was there.
I got
You
it.
had me. I know it was a Jurassic Park reference, and I wanted to play through it.
All right, my bad.
So I turned my head.
You turn your head. There's no one behind you. Not yet.
I am going, I'm just going to pull out my violin and start playing.
Okay. You pull out your violin and begin to play.
I would like to quickly put hay over Trevor's armor so it's hidden.
Sure. Easy enough.
And I start to play my wife's song. The song I've written specifically for her because I know that's been heard before by the party.
Interesting. You begin to play on your violin. And as you do, I need a performance check.
Okay. That is going to be a 27.
All right. As you begin to play, almost as if all other sound is drowned out, you close your eyes and you move yourself back to that place by the lake, those trees, that moment. Julia sitting there, that smile, and you begin to play. It doesn't take long, but you hear the soft footsteps approaching you. Let's say crunching of hay and the knocking of wood. And you can feel a presence behind you, standing quietly, listening. What would you like to do?
Only thing that there is to do at this point. And I want to whip around and look them dead in the eyes.
You turn around, and the face is masked and covered. But as lightning flashes across the eyes, you see vacant, 2 brown orbs, deep set shadows and bags under them. You can recognize the face. It is tired, it is slack, and it is vacant. Roll me one last insight here.
Okay. 12.
12. You can see that there's been a magic illusion thrown over the face. The eyes are slightly off in color. But even through this, you recognize the work of Dr. Theron. And you can see Sparrow's face hidden beneath it. A thin veil of magic covering it. An illusion.
Sparrow.
There is no recognition of the name.
I do the only thing I can do. And that is play.
You continue to play.
Well, hold on now.
Oh, you're doing something.
I'm doing something. I'm making moves, baby.
Making money moves.
I'm going to use intimate performance. And I am going to play...
Start stripping.
Hold on. Pervert.
It's an intimate
Pete,
performance.
Pete, the horse pervert, get out of here! Convey a single thought, feeling. There's only one thought I want to convey. One thought that if there's anything to break through Dr. Theron's spell, it's this. It's Trevor's face.
We are going to have a contested arcane check here. You will have advantage.
Oh, thank God.
So roll both, and then I will roll for Theron.
Okay. Arcana, you said?
Arcana.
I have a +1 to Arcana. 19.
All right. Dr. Theron has a +10.
Cool. Cool. There's a chance.
Like a 40% chance.
Damn. You rolled an 11. It's 21. 2 more than my 19.
Numbers.
As
Shut up. I do good.
as you play, you can see a lone tear out the edge of the illusion. You can see the hand shakes as it pulls one of the pistols up and moves to its own head for just a moment before it snaps out of it, and you watch as it draws the butt across your head and everything goes black.
But if she is paying attention at all while I'm falling down unconscious, there's a slight smile.
Yes, Forte is #winning.
#winning.
About 2 hours later, all of you find yourself awake in the same.
So at some point they open the door. You're cradling Tango. They just throw my unconscious body in there.
So, just to kind of check in, 26 episodes ago, did anyone imagine we would have such a bleak, hopeless campaign that we were running? I mean, what can men do against such hate?
drunkenly proclaiming that determination is the better part of valor 26 episodes ago and having a great time. So no. No, I didn't see this coming.
I thought this was a comedy podcast. So also no.
Okay. All right. I was given the Cliff Notes horror arc.
I'm
Okay.
messing with you, John.
Okay.
I'm fucking
I'm
loving
not.
this. Are you kidding me? This is amazing.
I mean, I'm loving it, but I'm also physically distraught. Like I hurt.
Good.
I'm so sad about what's happening.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah. And I accept this. This is my penance.
And this is why I like playing with you.
This is my penance. I will have my vindication, though.
If he only brought it on himself,
If
it'd
only.
be fine.
But he brought it on us.
Okay.
I tried really hard to only bring it on myself,
Did
but
you?
sacrificing
Did you?
myself.
That's true. That's true. They throw me into the dungeon. And
The door slams behind you as you're thrown in, and the two of you awaken groggily.
my favorite Tango bit.
You are covered in mud.
Yeah, but I'm asleep. I'm unconscious, partially unconscious.
You're partially unconscious right now. It's covered in mud and rain and hay. Maybe just a little bit of shit.
Plus side, I just realized I finally got some sleep. How long have I been out?
I would say it's been about 12 hours now. Each of you needed to get some rest.
Oh, cool. So, long rest.
So
All right, we're about to have a haggle go on here. I'm ready. Hold on, let me put on my haggling music real fast for Emily.
He just made some like specific music that's like, Emily's
This
here
is
to haggle.
Emily's on her bullshit
Emily's
music.
here to haggle.
Probably pretty close to that, yes.
it's the heist music.
It was. it was indeed. It was indeed about to be the heist music.
That's funny.
I was just loading Epidemic Sound because I had closed it like a fool, thinking I would
Like
need it.
a fool. Like a fool.
All right.
Like a rock.
I know what you were referencing.
All right. Let's haggle. What's your starting offer?
Well, canonically, I wasn't knocked out. Trevor was awake and crying when he was put into
Absolutely. Very different from unconscious. I
Yeah.
agree so far.
and 12 hours have passed. So Trevor, pulled himself together eventually. It probably took about an hour.
Okay.
And then he summoned Bladebark, his great axe,
All right, I don't see a problem with this yet.
And he used it to cut his own bonds and Tango's bonds.
Okay, certainly. And he hid this from the guards?
The door was shut.
You're right, this is on me. I should have described the... All right, we'll say there's a room separating the guards between the holding cell and y'all. Mm-hmm. They check every hour. Continue forward with bargaining.
Okay. You can hear them coming down the stone hallway, so every time Trevor heard them, he made sure Tango and he were lying on their backs with their arms behind them.
Progress. New offer.
And then, after every check, Trevor would get back up, and you said there was water dripping from the ceiling?
There was indeed.
So Trevor was using that to clean the whole cell, because it was pretty dirty, and it's slovenly, quite frankly. And Trevor cleans when he's stressed.
All right. I'm still not seeing where this is going yet, but sure.
That is exactly where I was going. That was all I wanted to do, was clean before I slept.
All right, successful negotiation. You have a very clean cell.
Which means I'm not covered in mud and shit.
No, that's from the stable.
But I can clean you up.
Yes, he can. All right. From now on, anytime Emily negotiates with me, that song is coming on.
Honestly, this was by far.
It felt so fitting.
It was
actually really empowering.
I was like watching Ocean's 11. I was just like, there was a half screen of Emily and half screen of John.
Just sliding past each other.
Exactly. And then Tango's just cleaning a dungeon in one. It like zooms in on the water.
I have to admit, I do enjoy that bit now. All right.
Y'all just wait until Trevor dies and I get to play one of my normal characters.
Trevor's never gonna die.
Huh. Hell is a lot smaller than I imagined.
I saw her. Trevor. I saw her.
I know. A lot of people died. But it's fine. Here, sit down. Let me clean you up.
No.
I saw her.
Where?
Okay, so that's not the good part of the story. Let's start with the goods. Sparrow's alive. Sparrow is healthy. Sparrow is physically doing very, very well. Sparrow is also mind-controlled by Dr. Theron, I'm pretty sure, and is a hollow mask of themselves. However...
That's fine. We can fix that.
Okay, no however then. Adding on, I was able to make them break for a split second.
What do you mean? What did you... break? What did you do to Sparrow?
No, not that kind of break. I was able to break the facade, and Sparrow was able to show their true selves for a very brief moment. They're still in there. We can still save her.
Of course.
Trevor,
Forte, I need you to catch up, because there's a lot going on.
I get that, but Sparrow is alive and well, and she's being used by this... clearly being used by Dr. Theron's magic. But do you want to know... I would like you to ask me, how did you break her, Forte?
How did you get through to her, Forte?
You. I showed her a picture of you. A thought picture, not a drawn picture.
Oh.
You know I have that spell that singles people out and get a feeling or an image in their mind. I did that on her. And I showed her you. You are the key to freeing Sparrow.
I think Sparrow's going to be the key to freeing Sparrow.
I don't think any of it matters. The gods have abandoned us. We're all dead. I hope you're ready to see your
Oh
wife.
my god, your face! What happened to you?
I can't see it.
I'm still keeping an ear out for the next guard check, by the way.
Congratulations, you're the lucky one. Anywho, I don't understand. Why are we not happier about this? I feel like this is option one, goal one, sort of succeeded.
Why?
I've been telling you from the beginning that Sparrow was alive and going to be just fine.
Yes, but we didn't believe you because of all the blood and the torn jacket and everything. Definitely, both of us thought Sparrow was dead.
I think we're dead. I think it's time to just kind of cash in, y'all. Gods abandoned us.
Tango.
I just caused the slaughter
Clean
of
that puddle.
a dozen innocents. I guess cleaning It beats waiting around to die.
Wow, he's actually...
Right on cue. I start scrubbing the corner of the cell.
Okay.
So now we just need to get out of here. The guards are coming by about once every hour. We gotta still pretend to be tied up when they do that.
Not a problem here. I'm still tied up.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, come here.
I can't. I'm tied up.
Just sort of scooch.
I'm not Well, you did clean this pretty nicely. Hold on a second. And I just inspect the ground where I'm laying.
Why untie his hands? He's not going to help us fight anyway.
Less talk and more cleaning, Tango.
I don't like this new version of Tango.
I do.
As I'm rolling to you, I'm just... Every time I'm going face down, I just press the digitate. So you just hear me just be like, press the digitate. Press the digitate. Press the digitate. Press the digitate. Oh, I'm out of breath.
Trevor says split, and the blades pop out of his staff, and he very carefully saws through the bindings.
Oh, I'm dirty! Press the digitate. Press the digitate.
How about we start with some positive planning? I don't think Tango's quite ready for that right now, but you're here, so we can do this.
Yes, great, good. I'm sorry, did you want me to start?
If you have any ideas.
I do not.
Okay, so next guard check, we jump them.
How many guards are there normally?
2.
What size are they? Would you
Human.
say human and tiefling size, perhaps?
Yeah, human, tiefling, elf, all like roughly that size.
All right.
Medium, one
Medium.
could say.
Oh, honestly, I like when we size them like small, medium, large, and huge.
Don't forget Gargantuan.
He's so sad. What happened to him out there?
It's been a difficult 12 hours.
I can only imagine. Hey, I left you stranded out there, and I just felt like I was useless and couldn't do anything, so I sort of left.
Same. No, the useless part.
I think you did the right thing. You showed discernment and determination. And I really respect that. I think I might have... I don't know that I made good choices last night.
To be fair, we both made amazing choices.
It didn't
Then I
feel
just
like
look at
amazing
Tango.
choices.
Trevor fucked up when he saved me back in town. I'm fucking cursed. Should have let me die to the pirates.
What is he talking about?
I've let a lot of people die recently. I have to be better.
We all do. So, knock them out, steal their armor, and kind of walk around the place.
Yeah.
What do we do with the sad, tiny little man over here?
You look over and Tango is laying on the ground underneath the drip of water coming through the ceiling, just letting it hit him on the forehead over and over. As he just starfishes there.
You just Chinese water torturing yourself?
See, I, the player, want to leave him in here with the guards.
I, the character, sort of want to do the same. Because I feel like it could be very funny. And also, the second they start yelling, we're cooked. So we have a very limited window, I would imagine. But real quick, this is here the thing I caught that I feel like stood out to me. They're scared of the monsters as well. Also, was that one of the monsters we just heard earlier? I got so caught up in wanting to tell you about Sparrow, I didn't really pay attention to my surroundings, but there was definitely a screech.
Yeah, that's been happening off and on.
Shit.
Maybe they caught one of the monsters and it's in one of the cells.
Oh, maybe. That would be a good thing.
Or maybe they've got the monsters roaming free through the fort.
That would be a bad thing.
But I would think that the fort guards, like, they would be less scared of the monsters. At least ones as high up as the ones we saw
I wonder how these monsters' sense of smell and sight is. We know their jaws are huge. We know they have big yellow eyes. But can they discern that we wouldn't be the guards if we were dressed in their armor?
Do you guys ever just think about turning into a bird and flying away?
Hey, that spell you do a lot, the
Which
cleaning one,
Yeah?
Yeah.
can't you use it to make specific smells?
Yes.
So you could make us smell like guards.
I would have to, to sniff one. But I guess I owe you one for abandoning you earlier, so...
At this point, one of the guards walks in.
Gotta do.
And, hey, Davis, it's Pete.
Pete is a guard?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually established that the horse pervert is a guard.
Hey, how come the little one's not tied? Hey, none of you are tied up
I was
anymore.
listening for footsteps. Hang on.
Roll perception. Pete, roll stealth.
Why is Pete being stealthy?
It doesn't matter. Pete got a 7, so
11.
You hear Pete coming. Does Tango
Do
even
we do
try
this
to
now,
hide?
or do we plan more?
Tango is just laying on the ground.
We need 2 of them, don't we? Where's the second one?
All right, Pete, you walk in. You say, why is the little one not tied up?
Hey, how come that one little one there is not tied up anymore? Hey, Bill.
Yeah?
The little one got free. What should I do?
Is he doing anything?
He's kind of just laying there.
Then nah.
I hope they kill him. He almost hurt that beautiful horse. The Dawn Horde rides around on.
Mentally, you just hear Forte go, Tango turn into a horse!
Look, I'm not gonna stop. If you want to go in there, go in there. But hold on, let me get my belt back on. And he comes in, and you see him clasping and putting on his sword and buckler.
I hope you guys are happy. I'm having to pull a double because of your shit.
Hey, Pete,
Yeah.
how'd you think that shoe looked on that horse?
Oh, yeah, you're the guy. You did pretty good. I like when you dug everything out of its hoof.
That was a pretty good looking hoof, huh?
We're a serious.
Time to use Forte's favorite spell. I'm just gonna sneak behind them, pull out my violin. Or I'll wait till they pass me to go to Tango.
One of them sits in the doorway while Pete goes in to go to Tango.
All right, little guy. You two don't move. Don't move. I got this big morning star.
Oh,
Yeah, and I got this crossbow.
fantastic.
All right, little guy.
Oh, I think your safety's on that crossbow.
All right.
And he looks down.
He looks down.
I'm gonna try to uppercut.
And while you do that, I pull out my violin and cast Sleep on Pete.
Yeah, Pete is currently tying Tango's hands.
All right,
Tango's not fighting at all.
So Pete has 24 HP. Roll the number of d8s that you get to put Pete to sleep.
Yeah.
And roll the hit to uppercut Eustace.
Eustace?
I called him
What?
Bill.
Oh,
Do I get
Bill.
advantage because
Bill's is a short name. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Eustace Bill.
Yeah,
No,
Eustace Bill.
you gotta answer my question though.
You get advantage. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, Trevor.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
All right. Well, let's do this part. Right.
Is Pete about to become my new character?
No.
I would hate that. All right.
Wonder what he'd think of
I
my
have
unicorn.
To roll, hold on.
Your heavy assault unicorn.
I used. Hold on.
Pete
Sorry.
likes
Give
them
me
thick.
1 second. I
Oh. How big is this cell?
I mean, it's like 10 feet by 10 feet.
need 5, 10, 17, 19. That's for the first 4.
All right. So it's impossible for Pete to be awake after this. So
Hold on. Let's see
You
if I
can-
can't hit a little bit of this. Well,
Please.
I'd have to hit 48, but you know.
It goes to the lowest HP.
Oh, gotcha.
So Pete is 24. What's Tango's HP starting at?
Wait, can't you choose your
48.
targets?
It's a square and it starts with the lowest. So if you happen to have allies who are the lowest, I believe. But I'll reread it later. But
You
no,
took 11 points of damage last episode.
We all got a
you
long
got a long
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Oh,
And
Okay.
I healed
you're
him.
fine.
All right,
Yeah, 48.
if you hit 48, let me know.
Okay. Let's see. So I was at 19, 21, 30, 38. Well, I can't hit 48,
Okay.
but 42.
Okay, so just Pete.
Dang.
I rolled really well.
So-
You're really close too.
So Pete hits the ground to sleep.
On to Tango.
Onto Tango. And as you go to uppercut Eustace Bell, he dives out of the way. Whoa! Goes to slam the door. I need contested athletics as he tries to close it.
I'm gonna bonus action channel divinity peerless athlete.
All right.
What's that?
As a bonus action, you can expend one use of channel divinity to augment your athleticism. For 1 hour, you have advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics checks. And the distance of your long and high jumps increases by 10 feet.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Dope.
Damn.
It's a 13.
5.
Hold on.
He rolled a 5.
There is a 5. There is a modifier, but it's not that much.
I was gonna say, is
Even
your
if he's
modifier-
maxed out on strength,
Hey, he might be proficient in athletics.
then we tied.
Yeah.
Is he?
No. You push it open and sort of pin him on the opposite side. Help! 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 He starts yelling.
I'd like to headbutt him.
Through the bars?
I'd like to try
Just smash him?
Just
Yeah.
smash the door against it.
Alright, roll to attack. This is loud as hell.
Okay. 24.
That will hit. Roll me damage. Door is D6. Plus strength.
Am I proficient in
No.
door?
Am I proficient in
You
door?
are not
Am I
proficient in door.
Even after
Nope.
episode 10, Rhyme and Reason? I feel like I, the player, should be proficient in door.
Emily is eternally
Alright,
proficient in door.
proficient in door. Explain to me proficient in door.
I think it's a natural trait that I get having spent a good 3 hours.
Of failing to open doors.
Yes. I know every way to not use a door.
Failure is the best teacher.
Yeah.
So you believe you have failed enough times that you should be proficient in using the door.
Door
Yes.
slides into the screen. It's John. It's a door.
All right. Right now, flat D20, sleight of hand, unlock DC 13. If you unlock a door and prove to me you've mastered unlocking doors, I will give you advantage on this hit.
Oh.
You may use Emily the player's dexterity of +2.
Emily appears. A dice appears.
I love this just to bolster her argument. In Skyrim, if I go up to a master lock and I just fail over and over, eventually I'll level up to 99.
Yep.
I know, I'm just saying, how many lockpicks have you put into it?
Oh,
Not
yeah,
enough.
Well,
Baby, you know I'm mod. I have infinite lockpicks.
I'll give you +3. That's my final offer. Roll it. Need a 12.
No, I don't. Because you said DC 13.
All right, no, +3, so you need to beat 12
Okay.
total.
14.
She rolled at 11.
You have advantage against the door.
you're proficient with door?
You're
I'm
proficient
proficient in
with
door.
door.
I want to play a character that wanders around with a big door that they use as a shield and a weapon. Like,
Yeah.
that's so great.
Brad, I'm sorry that I've started this.
Thank you both for supporting me.
You're welcome.
House rule skills, baby. That's
All
the
right,
way you should
so-
play.
10 damage.
I'm thinking about Kingpin. Crushing that guy's skull with the door. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you smack Ulysses Bill with this door.
Oh, his name's Ulysses?
and just
Sorry, I got weirdly excited with that. I like the name, Ulysses Bill. That's pretty cool.
It keeps changing. It was Eustace Bill a second ago.
all right.
All right, clearly I don't pay attention.
Eustace Bill. You
Eustace, that
smack
was it.
Eustace Bill. And he tries to turn his crossbow through the bolts and fire. He does it.
And I would like to point out that I have multiple attacks.
Oh, roll the hit again. Since you're proficient in door.
Okay. So 14 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay.
Now he points his crossbow at you.
Wait, hang on. Does Peerless Athlete affect this in any way?
No! No, it doesn't.
Pull up the music, John!
No more negotiating. Does a 14 hit without your armor?
Yeah.
He pulls the crossbow between the parts and goes, Gah! It
Wait.
a bolt hits you in the leg for 5 damage.
Okay. My turn again.
Yes, it is.
I don't know how to react.
I think it's actually my turn. Tango's gonna wiggle his way out from under Pete,
Just have the water drip into his mouth.
and he's gonna grab that Morning Star, and he's gonna auto crit crush this man's skull.
He does do that. Pete splatters. Pete, the horse pervert, is dead.
Glad I can't see that from
I
here.
forgot to do my intro with Charlie's Kids Casino. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again. I got this. Ready?
So Tango's gonna wiggle out from underneath Pete, and he's gonna grab that Morning Star and just auto crit crush this man's skull.
So You Want to Be a Hero, brought to you by Charlie's Kids Casino, now under new management.
You just be here.
I'm not proficient in doors.
Okay.
Removing all the doors from every single Charlie's Kids Casino.
You splatter
Moving all the doors from all the jails.
bits of skull, skin, and brain matter across the floor.
With just a blank, emotionless face, I'm gonna start walking. Because kind of the way I'm picturing it is like,
His back's towards you, pressed against the.
yeah, pressed against the cage. I'm gonna start just dragging this Morning Star behind me, walking towards the guy that Trevor has pinned.
I'm just going to try to take very gently the Morning Star away from Tango. Just, buddy, Tango, hello friend, it's me, your friend, Forte. We slept in the same bed together once.
Roll for door, baby.
Fine, you
Okay.
do it. And I hand it to you.
No, I don't want this. Just throw it in the corner.
So not to start the negotiating music again, but here's what I want to do. I just want to push the door. I want to squeeze him between the door and the wall and just squeeze all the air out of him until he passes out.
Which way does
All right,
the
roll
doors...
contested athletics.
Okay. Nat 20.
Well, you are proficient in door after all. Much like squeezing Play-Doh through one of those little mashing things, you push the door onto him, and you watch this rotund 280-pound man begin to flatten as the until he begins to turn blue and purple and passes out before you release the door with a heavy thud.
Can I see that Morning Star again?
No! Well, I'm not going to fit into his armor.
I can make it work.
All right. I'll go. Hey, Tango.
Yeah.
Since you killed this one, do you mind?
Wait, what?
Turn around and you see a body that is missing its head.
I
The
Gallagher
brain, the brain stem, all that's left with matter scattered throughout the room.
Will you please doff this poor man's armor, who I'm sure didn't do anything weird to deserve this fate?
I think I'm going to be sick.
Puke corners over there.
Thanks.
I start undressing Pete.
Every piece I press digitate so that I can start putting on myself.
I finish heaving, and I'll pick up Eustace. Was it Eustace? Eustace Bill, and remove his armor
Okay.
and lay him gently in the cell with like a little pillow, so he's comfortable when he wakes up.
Are you laying him next to the headless body?
Are there any open cells nearby that I
There's
can put him
only
in
one like
instead?
drunk cell, like drunk tank cell.
Other than ours, or ours?
No, I
is
mean
the
like
drunk
it's
tank
like
cell?
the drunk tank
Oh,
cell. There's only like
okay.
one cell.
Tango, are you okay?
No. None of us are okay. We're all dead. This is all pointless.
Okay, well, that's not entirely true. I found Sparrow.
It sounds like you found the husk of Sparrow.
She's inside. I told you this.
Oh, yay, I've got magic fingers. Look at me.
I do have magic fingers. And please look at me.
The bad guys won. God's dead.
How is God's dead?
She abandoned us. Either
How?
way. How?
Yes. How, my friend?
You saw what happened out there.
Yeah, I saw you turn into a giant lava beast.
And killed one of my oldest friends.
That is true. How did your God abandon you?
How do gods work in your head?
Up there in the great big blue. Kind of chilling.
Yeah. Well, mine is supposed to be omnipotent. Everything is their will. Her will was for me to fail. Her will is for me to be here. I closed the door with me inside the cell.
I'm actually okay with this, Trevor.
I mean, Trevor is still in the cell, searching for
I turn around
keys
and I just go, "Oh,
and
man.
other
Trevor!
anything useful on the bodies.
Trevor! Trevor!
Shh.
Sorry.
You see a riding crop.
A riding crop?
Yeah, inside Pete's bag.
He's a horse pervert.
You can spank someone into submission.
Maybe a shadowy horse.
Here, Tango, I think you'd like this.
Great.
A gift from friends.
I actually really like having a riding crop.
Of course you do.
I'm gonna green flame blade it. It's gonna be great.
All right, he's back, boys.
He's back! He's in! You did it!
No, Tango's still sad. Davis is happy.
Trevor, maybe we do leave Tango here and go on our own little mini adventure and report back.
I don't know if it's safe to leave him alone.
I'm currently strangling
For Eustace,
Eustace
you
Bill.
mean? Tango, no! No! I try to swat him off of Eustace. Well, I'm outside. Trevor, get him off of Eustace Bill. He's strangling him.
I pick him up like a toddler.
Feet dangling in the air.
I'm okay with this.
Hey, try cradling him.
All right. I flip him around and loop under his legs and start rocking him back and forth.
This is emasculating, but again, I'm okay with this.
There.
It's okay,
it's
buddy.
all right.
It's not all right.
I know.
not all
I know.
right.
I know things are
I'm
hard
looking
right
down the
now.
hallway.
You're leaving us.
No, I'm looking down the
Okay.
hallway.
There's no one coming. It ends in what appears to be an office. You can see some candlelight at the end of it.
There's an office over here.
I know things are hard right now. I know we haven't done our best and things haven't turned out the way we hoped. But every choice we make is a chance to do better. We're going to turn this around.
The voice cuts out as a chance to be better. And you just see Don Horn's face saying, "We will be better."
Why you gotta undercut me like that, bro?
Gotta choose words that aren't immediately matching, very similar to the traumatic event he suffered 12 hours ago.
Hey, I'm with you, Emily. That was a real dick move.
It was.
I've had almost 70 years to do better, and I never have.
Then start now.
It's never too late to be a hero.
That's
Your
right.
words.
It's about determination.
I hear it's the better part of valor.
Oh, now you're a believer?
Shut up. I mean, yes.
Okay, what are we even doing
Well,
here?
there's an office right over here. So we could take a look at that really quick and maybe if
Offices tend to have records.
they do. And hey, if we find nothing, you can burn that bitch down to your little heart's content. It'll cause us a distraction, probably let us roam the place a little bit more. Though
Well,
we'll
hang
also
on. There might be people on like higher floors who would get caught in the blaze.
Good.
Yes, you're totally right. Well, this is a stone structure. I would assume maybe just burning the office doesn't actually light the whole fort up. Is this a
I
stone
mean,
structure?
it could weaken
It
the
is.
integrity of the building.
One office?
I know I've heard the phrase jet fuel doesn't burn that hot, but that doesn't really take into account like
Jet
the
fuel.
building being hit by a airplane first.
The Dragon Jet does have very hot
This took
flames.
a weird turn.
You know what, Trevor? Totally right. Hey, Tango, don't burn anything down yet. But hey, I'll let you burn this mofo to the ground if you would like. We just gotta make sure everyone's safe.
Okay, but the moment we step outside, we've gonna get arrested again.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, look,
No, we
Dawnhorn's
won't.
scared of the monsters,
We are
aren't they?
guards of this fort.
We are guards.
Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum.
Sir, you guys put on the armor.
Oh yeah.
All right, this is a stupid plan. I mean, I could see his horns from a mile away, but I turn into a rat and I go crawl into Forte's pocket.
Why did you choose me?
Trevor's a little sad that he wasn't chosen.
I just pick up Rat Tango and I look at that in the face and I just hand him over to Trevor. I try to. If you try to like run back into the armor.
I'm going to.
I don't think he wants to.
As depressed as I am, I
Talk
still
to
want
me
to
right
troll
now.
Forte, so I'm going to try to wiggle free and run. This time I'm not going in your pocket, though. I'm going to run down your shirt.
Why is he doing this to me? Ah! Okay, breathe. Breathe, Forte. Trevor, worst comes to worst, I need you to punch me in the stomach as hard as humanly possible.
All right.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Do you hear that, you stupid rat?
Squeak,
All right,
squeaker.
so.
Squeak, squeaking.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Exit the cell. Lock Eustace in.
Okay.
There's an office, you say.
You make your way down this very narrow black stone hallway. The rain has eased for the moment, and you can see dim candlelight coming from the office. The door has been left open as someone leaving quickly. And as you step in, you see a small room with a single desk on the far edge. 2 candles lit on each end. A stack of
That's wasteful. They didn't put their candles out.
disorganized...
Candles don't grow on trees.
A stack of disorganized paperwork sort of scattered across it. Y'all's personal effects in these wood cubbies behind the desk. And then a door that leads to the outside, along with what looks like a small quartz board that has a nail driven in it with the schedule of guard posted.
So this is a small fault loophole in wild shape I've never thought about. Anything I'm holding or wearing morphs into my body, but now that I have gotten my possessions back, while I'm already in wild shape, somebody else needs to carry them.
That's fine.
Okay.
No. What belongings? What belongings are here?
So, the belongings that are here, you see Tango's leather pouches and satchels and other sort of herb-based things, along with a small pouch of worldly belongings.
It's got my whip and my ring, I
And-
assume.
Whip and ring. You see Trevor, pretty much anything he was wearing during that confrontation that could have been a weapon was thrown in here. And for you, you see that your bag along with the book is sitting there.
I snatch that bag and I grab that book.
Do you touch the book?
Yes.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Ah, shit.
You have a heroic inspiration.
See, this is what I'm talking about. How does it not feel hopeless? Everything we do, there's something.
I feel like
Because I rolled a natural 20. That's
I
why.
feel like I broke Davis.
I think you might have. It's because you didn't let him die. That's what it is. You kept him alive, and that actually
That's the
was
consequence
worse.
that actually gets to him.
Yeah,
Shit.
staying alive. Natural 20.
As you grab the book, you feel a presence in your mind begin to push into it. And there is this desire to open it and write. You feel woozy for a second before you look down and you see that you had almost grabbed a quill and opened the book before coming to.
How odd. Put the quill down. I do open the book because I know there's words in there. It's not just completely blank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a very quick... Actually, no, I'm going to grab that quill. Because I'm going to write in this book. And I'm just going to be like, in a bad spot, what do you know about these creatures?
You immediately get back a diagram of, it looks like the evolution sort of ape graphic, where it has a person and shows the different stages before the final one looks like this creature, with arcane writing thrown throughout it.
The arcane writing, is it discernible?
Roll me arcane.
I got a 13. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, 13. No, 12, sorry.
It would take a mage of considerable talent to read what is here.
I need RL. Shit.
So I am checking the guard schedule to see when the next shift change is.
It's in about 25 minutes.
Damn, that was unfortunate. It's almost like the god of this world is against us.
It's now in 10 minutes.
Fuck you.
They're here!
Congratulations, Dawnhorn walks in.
No!
And then I want to...
welcome that.
No.
You have a death wish.
Told him you let him live. That broke him. All his characters die. This one didn't. This one has to live with the consequences.
I just want to point out, in the other game I blew up, my character's the only one that survived.
But you didn't have to play him ever again.
Fair enough.
It's not your character that needs to be punished.
Oh, shit, dude.
Damn.
Just saying. And I want to...
I pass Emily my writing crop.
Proficient.
I charge by the hour.
Proficient in crop.
I want to go through the desk and, like, if there's a filing cabinet and see if I can find
Alright.
blueprints of the fortress or any useful information, particularly about more elaborate holding facilities, because a fort this big shouldn't just have a drunk tank.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me investigation. You go ahead and roll me perception. You go ahead, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh.
17. 7.
11.
Starting with Emily and Trevor. You scour the desk in front of you, pushing different papers aside, opening drawers, looking for false bottoms, and forcing anything open that is locked. You come across what appears to be a bill of sale for work from the blacksmith, the mining guild, and what appears to be engineers, set years ago, maybe 2 or 3, that require building a subterranean lair underneath the prison. Now, it doesn't show where the entrance is, but it shows a massive sprawling structure that sort of tailed into the natural caverns below, creating almost innumerable rooms beneath.
No joke, one of my propaganda posters was going to be there's a secret underground facility in this fort.
You're so smart.
I am.
During this, you notice that there's more writing appearing in the book. The pages are beginning to fill up behind it, all in a language you don't understand. And as you are sort of perusing through it,
Unless it's deep speech, I do understand that, just so you're aware.
it is a
great,
deep speech. It appears to be an archaic form of common, but so old it's hard to read. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
14.
This appears to be a spell. With some time, you think you could decipher it, but it's hard to make out the sigils and the words and the true sort of alchemy of it without proper translation and light and time. But what's happening for Tango? As you sit there watching these two friends scour this room, utterly hopeless and tired.
Chewing on
Time
the
out
corner
real
of the desk.
quick. Are you still in my armor?
Yes.
Where?
I'm peeking out your neckline.
That's important. If he goes crazy, it claws out my guts. I need to know.
You sit there,
Just a sad mouse.
sad mouse.
Watching me open that book that you ate.
Somewhere.
And at the corner of your eye, you see a glint of light blue. And you hear in your head, "Oh, little mouse, you're so close.
This fucking guy.
You're not wrong. The gods are long dead. Why don't you come visit me? I'll show you the way. If you're willing." And you see your attention drawn to a small crack at the edge of the desk that only a rodent could fit through.
I think there's a nice fresh swelling of rage as my little rat heart pounds. And I'm gonna jump out of Forte's armor
No!
and run towards the hole.
Tango, where are you going?
Squeak, 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 squeaker.
He gave me a middle finger.
You dive into the crack and begin to worm your way through it.
Trevor, did you see where he went?
Do I see the crack that he went through?
Roll me investigation, both of you.
Natural 1.
10.
You see that there are cracks in the stone. You see him dive underneath one of them and wedge his rodent body through it.
Okay. Well, I can still see his tail. I'm going to try to cast command.
All right. Roll me a wisdom save, please.
I just can't help myself. I might have a problem.
You think?
John's just like, here's a piece of candy.
Yeah, I think I feel very manipulated is what I feel.
Yeah.
I love you.
To be fair, you did fail the wisdom save.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So, okay, so I need a wisdom save against Trevor's command to halt,
To return.
to return.
So 21.
Son of a bitch.
You,
This is where you roll good?
you,
I don't think I've ever succeeded on that spell. Once.
That's amazing.
you feel the magic wash over you, and like a duck through water, your white hot rage cuts through it, and you push yourself through the crack, and expanding out after a small tunnel of this rough, eaten and worn dirt and stone, you see a covered set of stairs that clearly lie beneath this desk. And you hear the voice once more. "Accepted my invitation, I see. I have a friend waiting for you. She is dying to see you."
Oh man, I wish so badly there was a way for me to leave like breadcrumbs or something.
"Come here, little mouse."
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1v1, Dr. Theron. I got this.
Squeak, squeak. You begin to head off down the passageway.
I'm looking for a way to move the desk or open a secret door or something.
All right, I need investigation checks from both of you.
I hate investigation checks.
Another natural 1.
11.
You don't readily see a way to open this door.
Okay.
Or even-
6 seconds pass. I try again.
Hold on. I need you guys both to roll until you get an 18, and this is going to determine how many rounds Davis gets ahead. So
Oh.
keep rolling
What's your movement
Interesting.
speed
till
as
you
a rat?
beat an 18.
Very good question.
Damn. 16.
Sorry, 17.
So 1,
5.
15.
2,
16.
3.
It would be a 17 with my -1.
13.
4,
2.
8.
5,
11.
6,
1.
7,
12.
Nat 20.
Yay! 11.
8. All right.
So I am 160 feet ahead.
Yes, but more importantly, there's
You just tore that office apart. I'm just like, I don't know where to look. It's a small office. And I'm just pressing on the wall, hoping there's a stone that moves.
so first of all,
I think I probably just like brute force move the desk
Oh, for sure.
and whatever it's attached to.
Just took you like a few seconds to get there.
Into the darkness, you head, moving forward, ever forward. You see a large circular room in front of you. There's a single desk sitting in the center of it, with many opened passages in every direction. About 15 in all, not counting the one you entered from. A pinwheel. There in the center, a candelabra, and a figure sitting there in a black duster.
Oh, shit.
Who did you think it was gonna be when he said she's dying to see you?
Well, I figured she'd be there, but I didn't think I'd run into her first without him.
Yikes. Hey, you said you were going to kill Sparrow.
Here it comes, rat baby.
As you step in, you feel a wave of magic sort of pulsing. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Still in rat form?
I'm still in rat form. I think I would have the wisdom not to waste the extra HP.
Smart.
Right. It's a 9.
As you feel the magic cascade over you, you feel as you moved past that threshold, the dispel magic sort of wash over you, as any sort of external effects that would have been on you are washed away. Not your form, that's an ability, something given to you. But you have a feeling that anybody who would walk in with sort of like a buff, a disguise, an illusion, would have that stripped from them. But as you step in, you see the figure stand and regard you, a gun in each hand. You see her look at you. Even from this distance, you see a sadness in the eyes as you continue to scurry forward.
Yeah, so he was kind of leading me. Do I still have a sense of which direction? Because you said it's like 15 tunnels.
Yes.
Do I have a sense of which direction to go?
At the moment, not really.
I'm gonna charge.
You charge at her.
Yeah. Serpentine.
So, as you serpentine and move towards her, you see her step to the left behind the desk. And almost like her form is made of shadow, she places a gun on the desk and fades to smoke. A parting gift from your friend, for one so lost. As you make your way to the desk, there is no one there, but the gun remains. One of the clockwork pistols you've seen her use before. You stay as a rat?
I'm gonna first sniff the air and see if I smell a trap.
You smell gunpowder.
All right, yeah, I transform and I pick up the pistol.
You pick up the pistol. You see it is one of the revolver makes with the 6 and the slide. Or not the slide, the 6 with the chamber. As you flick it out, there is one bullet. And you hear in your head, for one who has failed so completely, you know what you must do. Find rest.
You know what, little man? And I'm screaming at this point.
he's a person at this point.
How about we make it a game? And I spin the I forget what it's called.
The revolver?
Yeah, the actual chamber part. And then I put it to my temple and I pull.
All right. Roll.
I know the odds are like 1 in 6, but
Click.
Your turn. And I put it down on the table.
From the shadows coalesce a small man, a bright robe and coat. A wry grin on his face.
I have so many questions.
I do enjoy a good game. As he takes the gun, puts a second bullet, and spins it.
Oh, did he just increase the odds?
He opens it, puts a third, spins it, sets it on the table, and as he does, his hand fades to shadows, leaving you alone with the gun. Your turn. You have 2 rounds till you arrive.
I don't know what mechanics are using, and I'm so intrigued.
All right, so I've got, let's see. So it seems like the rules of this game are I got to pull it for the number of bullets in the chamber, right? Because he pulled it twice on his second.
So you get the feeling that if you pull it more times than the person before you, you get to add a bullet. Otherwise, it stays the same.
But I'd have to pull 3.
Correct.
That's not very good odds.
Those are really bad odds. That's a 50-50
I can't believe
chance.
I'm saying this with words because it's such a bad idea to do this. But if there's 4 bullets in the chamber,
It's a guaranteed kill, right?
yeah.
But here's the thing. It's not 50-50. It's 1 in 6. Because if he's lining them up side by side, right, which I'm assuming he's doing.
Hold on, Davis is
there's-
teaching us.
No. There's only 1 that it could land on where I would have 3 pulls in a row. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but he didn't do 3 pulls in a row. He clicked, spun, clicked,
But I have
spun.
to do 3 to make it 4 bullets.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
But
there's
You
really
shouldn't do that.
there's only a 1 in 6 chance that in my 3 pulls I don't reach a bullet because it has to land specifically on the
Right.
one that would have 3 empties in a row.
He's not respinning it after each pull. He just spun it, click,
Gotcha.
click.
Oh, I misread that. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, there is a 1 in 6 chance that he can pull it 3 times.
Yeah. Don't.
I am.
How about
Okay,
you just
okay, but
deliberate
hold on.
over this for 12 seconds so we can get there and stop?
But hold on. Hold on. How funny would it be
Jesus Christ.
If you shoot yourself on the very first one.
if I kill Brad's big bad right now with this little game?
I mean, that is a huge risk you're willing to take.
Okay.
For the lulls.
This is hold on. People at home, if you have not been keeping score, this is the second time in a row of episodes that Davis has decided to put his life on the line and try to cheat death.
Tick tock, little mouse.
Okay. What number on this dice is going to be the right chamber?
Why would I ruin the fun?
Oh my god!
I'd like to point out that Forte and I have a walking speed
That
of
is the
40
number
feet.
that you need. I understand you have 2 rounds. I said that before we even got to this whole deciding thing.
I love
I
you
just
guys.
hate waiting.
And you're probably going to hate me, but I like to gamble.
This bro's about to do it.
Dude, he's wait, are you about to try to pull 3 bullets?
Well, I gotta pull trigger 3 times. So I'm gonna roll this dice.
Hold on. You're going to roll the dice. All right. Give me a second.
And I'm gonna hope.
Davis?
How well do you think you know me, Davis?
I mean, God, I think you probably picked either a 1 or a 6. So
Do you want to ask me any questions?
can we do this? What's the thing where you got 3 doors and you pick one and the Monty Hall
Eliminate
problem?
one?
Can we do this Monty Hall style?
You've gone for it all. I don't think so. I'll let you ask me questions, but we won't Monty Hall it. I'll give you 3 questions. The only rule is you can't ask me anything about the numbers.
Do you want me to win?
I think it'd be fun if you did.
Do you think Brad will be mad if I die from my own stupidity?
I do believe he will not be pleased with you dying.
Will you guys all still love me after I make this choice?
Yes, Davis, I will.
All right.
I will never let you live this down.
All right, so walk us through. What numbers are you deciding between? Little mouse.
I think I'm just gonna have to pick 6.
You're between 6.
I think I'm gonna pick 6.
That's the only one, huh?
No, hold on. Let me think about this dice.
I was about to say, I would think very carefully.
2.
Is that your choice?
Well, thank you.
It is like Price is Right. We're just like over 3, 4.
You had 2 numbers that you thought it could be. You've tried 6. You've now moved to 2.
But I'm gonna pick 2. And if it's 6, I'm gonna be so mad. 2. Final answer. Jeopardy. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Whatever it was.
You lock it in. You spin.
Now's your chance, Ignar. Prove you're still there. Click.
It clicks.
Oh, he's played the sound cues.
The 2 of you step in just as he's about to pull the trigger.
I hope you're ready to die, Theron.
Do you have any reaction as he goes to pull it? From this,
Is there enough time, honest to God, for
you
a
are
reaction?
60 feet away. There will be 1 reaction you each get, but you're not going to be able to close the distance.
All right, give me 1 second.
Huh?
I gotta look at my reaction spells because I might have something.
Is it a reaction that we have?
We only have a reaction, yes.
Well, I'm a paladin. I can't do anything with that.
This is my reaction. Now, I do have to waste a high spell slot for it.
You do.
This is a... Gosh, what level spell is this? Oh, fuck, hold on. I might have used all the spell slots for that. It's my last one.
Do you use it? You might not need to.
I used that.
Oh, Forte. Always overthinking your performance.
You son of a bitch.
Don't interrupt me. I'm about to kill Theron. I pull that final trigger.
Right.
Fuck, you know what? This is not my fight.
You're not going to cast it? I need a full commitment.
Yes. I am going to interact. As I run up and see him start to pull the trigger, I pull out my violin and I start to play Toccata and Fugue in D minor, since this is a horror movie. And as the noise happens, you and I disappear into the astral plane.
Oh, shit.
The bullet cascading into the rocks as the gun hits the ground.
Eerie interlude. I can take one person with me if I upcharge it.
You guys just don't want me to die.
It was 1.
1 was the number?
The number you first said, which was amazing.
I knew it was going to be 6 or 1.
It's crazy. He does know you.
He does. He just talked himself really far out of it.
Yeah. Well, then I thought you'd like try to double bluff me and not pick one of the extremes, you know.
Oh, little mouse. Can't even get that right, can you?
I can hear him in the astral plane.
After 6 seconds, we do come back because it just stays until the next turn.
I would have gone and picked up the gun.
The gun hits and clanks. You pick it up.
Just staring Forte down.
From on 60 feet apart in the astral plane, My range is 60 feet. This is why I was able to do it. That's the only reason I was able to do it. I do yell across from the astral plane. Not yell, but, I just say across from the astral plane. I hope you'll forgive me.
This is your fucking problem. And this is you're our fucking problem. People like you. We've lost. This is over. This was our one shot.
We're back in the real world.
I want a mulligan, Theron.
The two of you have come to see that Tango has truly broken with reality. Him being here in this moment, he will most assuredly die in this place. If you cannot find some semblance of peace for him, or get him far enough away that he can find himself.
I don't know how to fight feelings.
Honestly, I just shoved them down. So,
Yeah.
do we take him out of here or do we go on?
Listen, don't talk about me like I'm not standing right here. What are we even doing?
I'd
He's
like to take
down
off my
here.
cloak and wrap Tango in it like a cat who's freaking out.
I do love that we've established you holding me like emasculating, but I'm fine with this.
Are you gonna let it happen, Tango?
Yes, I'm gonna let it happen.
Oh, little mouse.
You hear him, right? He's here.
Can't even be trusted to move on your own.
What are you talking about?
What a waste of space and life.
I don't hear anything.
The fucking doctor.
Wait, he's talking to you?
He's here. Sparrow was here. They left the gun. We were playing a game. I was this close to killing him and you interrupted.
Little mouse, mouse.
I uncover Tango's head and point him at the bullet hole in the wall.
I don't know. Forte must have caused the gun to discharge after I fired.
Little mouse.
Tango,
God.
I don't know what he's saying to you right now, but you listen to me. We don't let the bad guys win. We don't do what they want us to do. If he wants you to despair, if he wants you to give up, you do the opposite. You understand me? We are to be determined. Don't you give up on me.
I am going to look deep into Trevor's puppy dog blue eyes, and I think just the purity of his sweet soul is enough to give me a slight glint of hope.
You'll watch him die, just like the others. Oh.
He's gonna fucking kill you. I say out loud, staring straight at Trevor. No, not you. Him.
Okay, that was.
Him, you.
Hey. Tango.
I don't know what to do.
All of you hear a laugh echoing.
I always know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I hug the wrapped up Tango and pat his head.
Theron, I see you.
We should leave.
We just started to have fun, Theron.
Where would we go
Look,
if he knows we're here?
you have new strings.
I would
If he can talk
rather-
directly into Tango's mind.
I would rather face Dawnstar and his men than Theron and the Husk, the Inquisitor.
You hear it echoing from one of the passageways.
We have to find her.
You all hear, yes, come find her. She's here with me.
If we don't find her, she lives another day. If we do find her, we might die.
What are we gonna do? Go sleep somewhere?
I actually might have an idea.
We're listening.
I'm gonna turn into a bloodhound, and I'm gonna smell the gun and see if I can get either Sparrow's scent or his scent.
Roll survival.
I'm assuming with advantage, or
With advantage. You're
Or
a
with-
bloodhound. You're a bloodhound. I'll give you advantage.
let me see what the modifier is gonna be. Closest thing is a mastiff. Is that?
Sure.
I mean, survival's wisdom based, and you keep your mental stats, right?
You do indeed. Well, wild shaped.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I have a +2 with advantage. 14.
You can't smell Dr. Theron, but you do smell Sparrow. She has been through at least 4 of these passages, all on the northern side.
Hey, can I use my telepathy in animal form?
Yeah? Why not?
She's here. Or here. Or here. Maybe there?
Which one smells the most recent?
That was not high enough, sadly.
I can't tell.
Okay. We'll leave her a message.
How naive you are, Lar. Sparrow, if you would please. All of you hear the echoing, the spinning of the chamber of the gun, and a click.
Do we see her?
You don't see her.
Hey, dog ears. Did you pinpoint that sound?
Ooh.
It's echoing from all around, as if magically projected.
It's what he wants.
She's probably not even here.
You hear the spinning of the gun again.
Yeah, I can make that noise too when I spin the chamber of the gun that I picked up.
You hear click, click.
Oh my god, he's making her shoot herself.
Oh, fuck.
Pick a door. You're playing my game now.
Shit.
Or do you think I'm bluffing?
Hey, this might sound really stupid, but if we all go one way, we have a 1 in 4 chance. If we all split up, we have a 3 in 4 chance of taking the right path. We gotta decide quick.
Trevor? If we get out of this alive, I'm gonna follow you to the ends of the fucking earth.
Yeah, you are. And you're gonna call yourself a fucking hero. Pardon my language.
And that's where we're ending for tonight. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, this is So You Want to Be a Hero. We're 5 best friends that said, fuck it, and pressed record. With me always, Laus Weindel,
Yo!
Emily Robinson,
Till next time.
Davis McQueen with the Death Wish,
I promise no more Death Wish.
and
I don't
not
believe
with
you.
us, but in spirit, Brad Silman, who will be returning soon.
Ooh!
From the dead.
No, to play a character.
From the dead, because you killed him.
I mean, yes, from the dead, because I murdered him and
My
buried him
goodness.
somewhere in Yosemite. But anyway,
It was Yosemite, damn.
I was looking everywhere except Yosemite.
I was in Yellowstone the whole time.
I went to White Sands.
I was in Moab.
well, thank you all for listening. We appreciate y'all coming on this journey with us. Please follow us on all our social media platforms like Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, YouTube, Discord.
You!
If you like our podcast, please share it with your table of friends. Special thanks, of course, to the Bard Queen or Bardificer for letting us use her song as our outro. It's called At Our Door.
Don't forget to leave a review if you like us too.
That's true.
Let's spread the word about So You Want to Be a Hero. The answer is yes, you do.
You know, maybe go visit a national park too.
Yeah, they're actually pretty fun.
All right, well,
Yeah.
thank you guys all for listening, and stay heroic out there, boys. Play us off, Bard Queen.